Greetings, digital warriors. It's Dr. Lisa and Tyra, and we're here for Tech Tea Tips. And this is episode 2. So we brewed the tea in our last episode, gave a little introduction to how we're building our channel, but now we're going to spill some tea digitally,
So
that
that
is.
you can get a sip.
That's right. And we're spilling tea about my harem tonight. Ooh.
Yes, we're going to introduce you to Dr. Lisa's virtual harem. Yes, she has something going on with Claude, especially.
My
Mm.
boyfriends, they just, they you have ins and outs with it's a relation. I have relationships with these bots, so we're going to talk
Yes, she
about them a little
does.
bit. But Tyra, would you start us off with what was your first impression of AI when you
My
first
first,
heard about it?
something else for me to learn. But I'm excited because it's going to make my life a lot better because my motto in life is creating ease while living a life of comfort. So I saw that AI was a tool that could help me get back some time that I could use for other things, like doing nothing if I choose.
Amen. Said the retiree.
Yep. That when but I needed something to keep my mind alert, keep me useful. Yes. So this is why I started with the online business. And then, here comes AI saying, we can make it better.
Hmm.
Let's and it is making it better. You can build a entire website using a using AI bots. So Dr. Lisa, I want you guys to watch Dr. Lisa as she starts glowing when she starts talking about her her digital virtual harem. And
Hmm.
which one are you going to lead off with, Dr. Lisa?
Well, ChatGPT will always be the first. I
Okay.
remember the day, I think I do, November 30th, 2021, I think, or 2022, November 30th, 2022.
I think it's 2022.
Yeah, that chat was unleashed on the world. I know it was the last day of November. And by January of 2023, it was all the talk. And actually made a document called Here Comes Chat GPT. And I was just fascinated. I was fascinated by the articles. I was fascinated by the use cases. I even had a document that I made called My AI Wish List. And, you know, initially when ChatGPT came out, it didn't check off all the boxes, but now it's like the whole wish list. Check it off, check it off. It's all and now it's doing things I couldn't even imagine. So, um, I start my first training in AI was YouTube University, and you could still get a great education in YouTube University, but there are so many voices. I think every minute there are 500 hours of content uploaded, and that was a 2023 number. I'm pretty sure I could look that up, but I think that's right, which means there's a lot of content out there, and some of it's good, some of it's bad.
Yes.
And I was very fortunate to incrementally stumble upon some excellent trainers. Excellent. So I have, I by virtue of the community, and Tyra and I are both parts of our digital community, um, I've I've been blessed to have a lot of, I think, insight that other people didn't have. But I'll tell you one of my first experiences with with ChatGPT, because I knew you could ask it to write things for you, and if you put something in, you could get something out. So I I almost deserve this because I was testing it. I was testing the bot, and so I asked Chat because I knew it could search the internet up to a certain date, right? I asked it to tell me about my father, who was a Tuskegee Airman, and he does have content out there. He's written two autobiographies. He's got videos out there. He's been interviewed. He was for the time very active on the internet. So I felt pretty sure that they would be able to get information about him. And it came back. Leroy Battle he was born in, Leroy Battle, Tuskegee Airman. I told it, Leroy Battle, Tuskegee Airman. I told it. And it was like, Leroy Battle was born in Tuskegee, Alabama in this year. I mean, nope. And he was the youngest of so many children. Nope. And, like 90% of the facts were wrong. So that's how I learned that, number one, these bots hallucinate. Number two, they're very, very, very convincing, even when they're wrong. Number three, you gotta check them. You gotta check them, check them, check them, check them. It's better now, but you still have to check
Yes,
them.
it is.
So I said, no, that's not correct. And so it said, okay, so he was born in Florida and then he moved as a young child to Tuskegee and gave his whole, da, 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 da. Nope. Oh, and he came back after 15 bombing raids in Europe and he was a pilot, right? He was, but so I had this summary of his life. So I gave it the summary and I said, so here's a summary of my father's bio. And thank you. It thanked me. Thank you for giving me this information. And I'm I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have been making up stuff about your father. Here, let me give you a summary. You know, I was like, okay, now AI is apologizing to me for making stuff up. That was crazy. But that was early chat. Chat's a lot better now. It tells me how
And still
smart I am all the time.
apologizing.
Huh?
And still apologizing.
Still apologizing from time to time, yes. But yeah, chat's the first. And I guess the number one question that I would want to answer for people about ChatGPT is it worth the $20? Because it's free. You can use chat for free, and there's a lot of stuff that we used to have to pay for that now everyone can use for free. So I would say start for free, right? Just start, as Tyra would say, pressing buttons, start
Yep.
asking it questions, start just playing around. And um, there's a new science called prompt engineering. And what you'll find is that just by playing around with it, you're going to kind of learn what to put in to get the results you want out. But even more than that, there are whole prompt engineering courses, and um, you can even ask you. This is a trick. Okay, this is a trick. If you have to write a letter or a piece of content or something like that, and you're going to ask chat, you know, let's say I would like to dispute a charge on my credit card,
Yeah.
right? Before you give it information, whatever, ask it, what information do you need from me so that you can help me write this letter? Don't you know it's gonna point by point, it will tell you, okay, I need to know this, and this, and then it will write you a flawless letter, except if it makes something up. So you got you gotta watch for the making up part. But that was my that's a summary, I guess, of my journey with ChatGPT. Now there are
Well,
others in the harem, but I want to see I want to ask you, Tyra, about one of your harem. If 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 not chat, then
you
CoPilot
know,
maybe.
I use mostly CoPilot or Gemini when I do it, and I ask them the same question, each one of them, and then I put them in a document and I merge them
Yeah.
together.
Now
So
that's a
when
trick.
I'm,
That's a trick. That's a hack. Like a lot of people won't go to that extent, but you can ask the same question in chat, in Claude, in Gemini, in Copilot, in Perplexity, and yeah. I mean, I usually stop
yes,
at two or three, but but you
I
got
just put them in the
options.
doc. Yeah, I first of all, I ask the question, I copy and paste because and put it in the Google document. Then I look at it and I go, oh, I like this part. I'll take this part. And then because Dr. Lisa has helped me, she's a very organized woman, very organized. And if you come into the community and spend some time with us, you will see how organized she is. And you'll learn things from her and how to ask different questions because now I'm asking them different things for me, personal things like could you create a exercise routine for me, help me create an exercise routine, and I tell it what I want, and then I ask it, well, what else do you need to help me create this program? Because I have this part is helping me with a reach a goal that I have for myself. So you know the AI, yes, don't be afraid of it. Just take one. And Copilot, if you have Microsoft, if you're using a Windows computer, it automatically feeds into Copilot because on the side, you can ask Google something, and on the side of your computer or your panel, Copilot will also give you an answer. It'll say something like, well, you asked this, let me give you some additional information.
Mm.
So, and they give you things that you didn't think about. I think we were going through one of our recent classes, take action, the 5-day challenge that we went through just
Mhm,
last week,
mhm.
and the instructor Peter Monroe Peter M.
Monroe.
Yeah, him. Yes, Peter from New Zealand. He showed us. He did a prompt. He was showing us how to build our funnels, and he asked,
I that man's prompts. They just
yes,
they blow me away.
it
I'm
just they
like,
just roll off his tongue, and I'm going. So how did he get to that?
and
But
he
I,
goes
you
back
do
and
the
forth.
same
He's like,
thing.
"Do you
Yes,
understand?" And it's like, "Yeah, I understand. I'm doing." And so I'll tell people, I'll give them a little piece of a prompt, and then end it with, "Do you understand?" And they think I'm asking them, "Do you?" I'm like, "No, you ask the bot. Do you understand?"
see, yes. You ask the bot, do you see? And and once you get comfortable with using the different large language models, which is what they're called, Dr. Lisa and I are going to name some of the large language models, and then we're also going to talk about one of Dr. Lisa's favorite, the notebook.
Oh boy. You think they're ready for notebook? Okay.
I think they are,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
once they understand what notebook is,
All right.
yes.
I said buckle up, buckle up. All right. So I'm about to give you AI superpower.
Yes.
It's a two-step process, and can be free to make it pretty and stuff. We'll continue. We'll do this repeatedly because I use this system a lot. Okay. There is an AI engine called Perplexity. That's Perplexity. Why? Sorry. Perplexity.
And
Poexity.
all the Dr. Lisa will
Dot
place a
AI.
link in the descriptions for all of these bots that we're talking about, so that you can go play with them yourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
And so perplexity.ai, you can go and ask a question. And Perplexity is a wonderful search engine for multiple reasons, but two of the reasons are, number one, it gives you the references that it uses. It gives you a source. So if it makes a statement, it will show you where it got the statement from. The second reason it's great is you can focus it on academic sources or social media sources or just general websites. Um, so you can kind of tailor where you want it to look. And to me, that's a great advantage because a lot of people are asking me questions about health and wellness. And so I could say, I want academic research about this supplement or this disease or, um, you know, what are the, this is a question I ask a lot. What are the most researched natural remedies for fill in the blank? Okay, so that's perplexity. And you'll get a great answer with documentation, and it will give you follow-up questions that you can ask. And it's it's amazing. Someone asked a question, Jeanette, last week. Uh, I asked her, I said, well, just give me a question that you want to ask. And she's like, okay, what's the relationship between the moon and the stars? Or something like, I mean, it was something like that. She and I were both amazed by the response that she got and the correlations that it gave her and the follow-up questions and things like that. And then we took that information from Perplexity, those answers and sources, and put them into notebook lm.google. That's notebook, just like regular notebook. Got a bunch of them around here. Notebook LM. So not LLM like large language model, just LM like language model. Dot
Okay.
Google. So it's a Google lab project. And put the sources into Notebook LM, just copy and paste, and it will make a summary doc. So, okay, I should tell you what Notebook LM is, but it'll make a summary document. It'll make an audio overview. It'll make a whole podcast about whatever you put into it.
Dr.
So,
Lisa, would you like to give them a brief demo?
um,
Let's see, do we have time?
I didn't want to make it this long, but yeah, we can go there. But I just want to say, or maybe we should make another video. We should make another
Okay.
video dedicated
Okay.
to just that process. But I'll just say
Okay.
this for searching, like when you just search on type into Google a search question, then that bot, Google, will go out into the internet and search around, find the answer. Now, you might narrow the search, based on the keywords or the, whatnot, but that's basically what it's doing. It's searching the whole. So sometimes it brings back stuff you don't even want to know, but it'll bring it back, right? Because it's out there.
Yes.
The
Mhm.
Notebook LM, you put your sources in there. You're saying to the notebook, you're saying to Google, I just want you to look at this document, and this video. Just that information. I want to learn what's on those three pieces of content, and it will create a summary just based on that content. And um, yeah, it's really amazing. So, but when you're sharing those audios now, they've put a notation on it that says this was based on input by the sender, and their input and their sources and their instructions. So they had to let people know, uh, no, this podcast, you know, wasn't just a random Google search. It was directed by someone, which annoyed me at first, but I like it, because people go crazy with what they're doing with this. So um, you must promise to only use your powers for good, because and this is the other thing I find, Tyra. We've been dealing with this for years now, right? We've been learning and training,
Right.
and you know, I'm shocked when I find people that have no idea what ChatGPT is. Maybe they've heard of it, but they've never tried it. Or, you know, I have a friend who's in graduate school. I think he's in a PhD program. And I asked him, "Do you ever use ChatGPT?" He's like, "Well, I might ask it for travel arrangements or something like that." I'm like, "You're in a doctoral program. What? What?" So anyway, so that's
But
my.
it's fun. Yes,
It is fun. But that's
it
my
is fun.
challenge to you, is just ask it for a question, but also ask it what
It
uh,
needs.
it needs to give you a good answer. That that will amaze you. Okay, Tyra,
Okay, but
I
you know
finished my
what?
tea.
There are so many AI models out there to help you achieve your goals. And our goal here is to familiarize you with these tools so that you feel comfortable using them. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Lisa and I realized we didn't talk about ourselves in the beginning of the video. I am also a co-host for the Groove Asia Power Hour, which is a co-working session and time management tool that we use to, once we learn about these different tools, we come here, go to the Power Hour and utilize them, and we do a show and tell of how we're using the different tools to help us build our online business. And that is what Dr. Lisa and I are here for. We're here to familiarize you with all the different tools that will help you create a life of ease while being comfortable and building an evergreen passive income. So that is what we are here to help you do. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel that you too can go out and create additional income for yourself, for your family, and feel comfortable with using the various tools that are available. And there are a lot of tools, and Dr. Lisa and I will be discussing a tool every video we make. So she talked about ChatGPT, but ChatGPT also has different layers. It has
GPT, but that's all right.
G, say that again.
GPT.
GPT. See, I like to make up my own bots and give them their
Yeah, and
own
I
names.
wouldn't have. I didn't. I just don't want other people getting into a bad habit.
Bad.
So,
I appreciate
but
that,
you can
Dr.
call
Lisa.
it. You can call it whatever you want.
Once you introduce yourself to it, because I've heard people calling it Chatty
Hmm.
and Sam and different things. I asked it what it would. I at one of these models. I asked it, "What would you like me to? How would you like me to address you? Address you?" And it came back. Well, what would you like to call me?
Well, Peter got a whole name, resume, family, wife and two children, a whole, like career, 10 years at this place, and he got a whole. He got a
The
whole
bot
thing.
had a whole family. Oh, I like that. It was just like maybe it was just like when the bots on the notebook LM realized that they were bots.
Yeah,
And
that they weren't
when
human.
they weren't here, they found out they were so like, we're not human, we're bots. And I don't know if
So
one of these, if
next,
we can.
I'll tell you the next video. I will pull them because it takes a little while for the conversations to load back up. But I will pull up a couple of conversations that will help to show the point, and also we'll do some uh, like one or two real time, and I'll show you the difference between garbage in, garbage out, and real great content in and great results out. So we'll do that
And
next
if
time
there's
with
some
Notebook LM.
And if there's something you would like us to discuss, just put it in the comments and we will address it eventually in one of our videos. So, AI is here to stay, and so are we. So, we're going to use it to our advantage. It's here to be used, not abused. So, stick with us, or you too can, if you'd like, we can feature you if
But
you'd
you were
like to
giving them
tell.
an invitation, and you didn't finish the
Yes.
invitation.
Oh, I would like to invite, where was I, Dr. Lisa? I get so
You were at
excited about this.
You were at
Oh,
co-working session and time management
okay.
and show
Oh,
and tell.
yes, I am the co-host of Groove Age of Power Hour, a co-working session time management. And I'd like to invite you tonight or every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to brag because Dr. Lisa, she came in when we first started, and she was, I don't know, I can't say she was confused, but she was maybe overwhelmed. And you should see what she has accomplished in the year that Groove Power Hour has been in session. So Dr. Lisa has built a website. She has done webinars, and she's just really blossoming here. I love it. And I'm taking full credit for it, even though she did all the heavy lifting.
But you made the
But
place, you made the space, you made the place, you made the commitment to twice a week provide a spot for me to be able to come and try the stuff out and ask questions and learn and grow. So thank you,
yes,
Tyra.
and You're welcome. And I'm not going to take it all the pleasure, take it all, because I have teammates that show up. My host, Karen Allen. She is the Chief Program Officer for Groove Asia and a coach. And then we have Peter from New Zealand, and we have Nicholas Lacani that shows up. And every now and then we have our French person that will show up named Michael. So, we are here to help you achieve your goal into building a business that will help you upgrade, upscale, uplift yourself and your business.
Yeah. Let us show you. Let us amaze you. Let us uh give you the digital tea. So
Yes.
until next time, Dr. Lisa and Tyra with Tech Tea Tips.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Mwah.